Welcome to Bizarre Yet Bonafide, the podcast of the paranormal.
So what's the deal? We recording?
Yes, I think so. Yes, got it. We are live, baby.
We are not live.
Welcome to the inaugural episode of Bizarre Yet Bonafide, the podcast of the paranormal, during which we take you down an untrodden path to the land of mindfuckery, leaving you wide-eyed and wondering, yet hopefully answering some questions along the way. I'm Grace. Anton?
I'm Anton.
And together, we hope to prove the involvement of supernatural phenomenon in real-world mysteries.
What? No, you hope to prove it. I'm just here to keep you on the straight and narrow, guiding you back to reality when you stray too far into the world of make-believe.
And after all, isn't that what friends are for?
No, friends generally go bowling and stuff, and they don't sit around making podcasts together. We're co-workers.
But if it weren't for us, who would investigate the weird happenings of the world?
I don't know, the FBI, also like 500 other podcasts.
Why should we leave everything to the FBI? Ask not what my country can do for me, Anton.
Okay,
It may have been the 50s, but it is advice that rings true today.
So this podcast is an act of patriotism now, is it?
Okay, so I originally thought that because this is our first episode, maybe we should ease our listeners in gently. But I found something, and it is bizarre.
Well, I may live to regret this, but the floor is yours.
What do you make of this? 6 teens in the woods, 1 dead body, and no remains.
A dead body's pretty big remain.
No, I mean, just listen. 6 teens head into this big wooded area that's supposed to be haunted, right? One of them wanders off and bam, walks squelch first into a dead body.
Okay, you say squelch first and you think I'm just gonna let that go.
And get this, they book it out of there, scared out of their skinny jeans, but when they return with the police, the body's gone. The dead woman's been taken.
Right, so I assume the cops saw drag marks in the dirt?
Nope, nothing.
So no body, no sign there ever was a body. Clearly the kids made it up.
You sound just like the cops, man. Or how I imagine they sounded anyway. Unfortunately, I wasn't there.
Unfortunately, you weren't there to be murdered?
No, to, have a little chit-chat with the cops. I just think I could have given them some perspective.
Oh, you're that person on the crime scene, like a serial killer returned. How do I know you didn't do this, Grace?
I'm just gonna say, Anton, if I see police tape, I might linger in case they need a bouncing board.
Okay, where did this happen? Where is there?
Upstate New York. Hackett Woods or something. I think there used to be a big quarry there, but now it's just acres and acres of privately owned land.
Okay, how about this for a theory? Kids were trespassing on privately owned land, so the owners called the cops. The kids made up some story about a dead body to take the heat off.
No way. The boy sounded really convincing.
Oh, okay, then it must be true. Also, how do you know he sounded convincing?
Well, this is how I found out. The boy from the woods posted a reaction video about seeing the dead body. He's freaked out, wants to know what the sweet hell is going on. He's only 15, Anton, and he's scared.
Grace, look at me and tell me you haven't been messaging teenagers on the internet.
Of course not. You have to become friends first
No.
to message them, and my friend request is pending. I need to solve this for him. This is the type of stuff that can mess you up as a kid.
Then tell him the truth. If there was a body, it was taken by a bear. End of discussion.
What kind of bear kills its prey, dicks off for a whole afternoon, then pops back and guzzles it whole?
Could have been 2 different bears.
So you're saying there was a bear accomplice? That's actually pretty interesting. This is the first rational thing you've said so far.
I'm calling it the Goldilocks defense. Okay, fine. If this woman didn't get eaten, what happened?
No, I'm saying maybe she did get eaten, just not by any known creature.
Oh, brother.
Come on, open your mind. That's the whole point.
Look, Grace, I want to open my mind. I really do, but I'm gonna need help. My mind is guarded. It needs to be coaxed open with delicious evidence and facts.
Fine by me. I'll tempt that shy little mind of yours right open and slimed with my paranormal juices.
Has this gotten weird? This feels weird.
Definitely, but weird is the order of the day. So how about this? I'm going to contact the boy who posted the story and present undisputable evidence that something happened in those woods, and you present your mind to me, open and ready to be stuffed.
Ew. Okay, I'm in.
Full pinky swear?
Full pinky swear, cross my heart times a billion. If you show me actual proper evidence, I will reconsider my cynicism. If this dead body thing is bizarre yet bona fide, I'll change my mind.
Sorry, can I just get one more pinky swear because it was so sweaty that it felt like it just slipped right out.
Okay, well, it was sweaty on your end, so me redoing it is not going to do anything. You need to wash your hands.
Okay, I think it should be clean now.
Okay, that was so fast. I don't trust that you properly washed it, but fine.
Oh, man. You just signed your life away. You know I'm not going to stop until I prove you wrong, don't you?
Well, then we'll be doing this podcast until the day we die.
Which might be sooner than we think with all the horrors lurking in the forests, cryptids, trolls, creepy shit like that.
You know, I think that's a great hook to leave our listeners dangling on, don't you?
Is that your polite way of saying you're done?
I can only take a certain amount of your imagination at once, Grace. It's kind of like radiation. Little doses at a time are fine, but anything more in my face might melt off.
That's, like, in a weird way, a compliment, I think.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, folks, thanks for listening. We'll have a lot more about the unexplained phenomenon of the world in episodes to come, but for now, I'm focusing on what happened to that woman in the woods, so we can say for certain whether it's bizarre yet bona fide, or bizarre yet... Anton, what's the episode bona fide?
Bullshit.
Okay, that's a little strong, but you're a bitter, jaded soul, so I'll allow it.
Hey.
See you next time, folks! So at this point, Anton, I'm going to put in some sort of spooky music.
Okay.
How was that? Cool, right? I'm totally proving you wrong, by the way, dude. You're going to eat your words.
Grace, you have to hit stop on the thing, otherwise we're still recording.
Oh, shoot. This one?
No, here, look. No, here, look. Let me do it.
Ah, it's cool, man. We can edit it out in post.
Welcome to Bizarre Yet Bona Fide, the podcast of the paranormal.
Welcome to the latest episode of Bizarre Yet Bona Fide. If you're here, it means that you, too, wish to delve into the unexplained mysteries that pierce our understanding of the world, and maybe, just maybe, discover the devastating truth behind them.
Welcome one and all to our devastatingly unpopular podcast.
You're in a good mood.
I just enjoyed your dramatic opening.
Don't be gross, Anton.
What the hell? That doesn't even make sense.
So, last week we explored a report of a dead body in the woods, found by some kid who was underage drinking with his buddies.
Firstly, false report. And second, you don't know they were underage drinking. That's libel.
Oh, come on. How did you spend your nights when you were 15?
Playing video games with a glass of warm milk, if you must know.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard.
Shut up.
And, by the way, we don't know it was false. We just know that the body he claimed to see was gone by the time he returned with the police.
I remember, yeah. Pretty sus. Pretty sus indeed.
Well, guess what? I reached out to that kid.
Disclaimer, we do not condone stalking minors online, like at all.
He's adamant he saw a body. Listen to the message he sent. I remember the smell. It was kind of sweet, but like in a bad way. I was super freaked out and just ran back to the others. When I showed the cops where I found it, the body was gone. They said I was lucky they didn't book me for time wasting. It got me real worried because my girlfriend's going to summer camp around the same area, and if there's something killing people out there, I don't think she should go.
Do I need to remind you of the boy who cried wolf?
Notice the way he phrased it. Something out there. And I'm not talking wolves, I'm talking cryptids.
Okay, here we go.
Yes, cryptids. Creatures of the deep, menaces of the wild. Basically, animals that don't exist within the realms of what we know to be real. Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot, werewolves, Yeti.
Or that don't exist at all.
Probably the biggest name out there. You all know him. You all love him. It's America's Sweet Squatch. That's right. It's Bigfoot.
Oh, he's an A-lister cryptid, all right.
He's pulling in for the crowd.
Racking up them followers.
Dishing out that content.
Soaking up that hashtag ad revenue.
He's
Go with it.
big.
What?
Oh.
That's it? It's in the name.
I know, Anton, not
You should've
every
just said
landing
his
gets
name.
stuck. If I were an Olympic athlete, I would lose points for that. I realize that. Okay, Anton, stop getting distracted. How can I keep you safe from this magnificent beast if you don't have all the facts?
How about I just stay out of the woods?
Time to learn about Bigfoot, or Bigus footus, as they say in Latin.
Absolutely, they do not.
Here, read this. Bigfoot is considered by cryptozoologists as a species, not an individual cryptid.
It is thought to be a hairy, ape-like humanoid that stands up to 10 feet tall.
Most sightings have been in the Pacific Northwest and North America.
They communicate through howls, screams, moans, grunts, and whistles.
Variations of ape-like creatures have been spotted all over the world, known as skunk ape, wood booger, yeti, and many more.
Skunk ape? Skunk ape? That's unnecessary. Imagine just going about your business thinking your name's Gerald or Steve just to find out the world's calling you skunk ape. No wonder he's attacking people. I'd be pissed too.
That's assuming he understands English. Like, skunk ape in Sasquatch language might be like...
Do that again? Surprisingly close.
I was impressed too.
Okay, what's his weakness? How do I kill a Bigfoot if it ever comes to blows? Protect me, Grace.
You should never kill a Bigfoot. They have feelings and families and hopes and dreams. Also, I'm not sure there are specific ways like a crucifix on a vampire or silver and wolfsbane on a werewolf.
I think you're bearing the lead here. If there was a body, which there wasn't, it's way more likely it was the work of some machete-mad serial killer or something.
Listen, thousands of people have vanished in national parks in recent years. Something big has got to be afoot. If not Bigfoot, maybe Wendigos or the Nyx?
I know I'm gonna regret this, but what is the Nyx?
The Nyx has got some serious issues, my friend. It's an aquatic humanoid that lures kids to water and drowns them because it's lonely. Most active on Midsummer's Night, Christmas Eve, and Thursdays.
Wait. Thursdays?
Yeah, maybe Thursday is the Nyx's Friday. Like, after a long, tough week at work, he just wants to let his hair down, maybe drown some kids. 3-day weekend, baby.
Okay, so the Nyx is not someone you'd want to go for a beer with.
Yeah, I'd say, even as a single girl, I wouldn't go for a drink with the Nyx. But Bigfoot,
What?
I mean, what the hell? Yeah. I mean, of course, yes. I
What do
would,
you-
yeah, with
of
Bigfoot,
course?
yeah.
Of course you date Bigfoot, even though you suspect him to be...
I mean, he's like, he's tall, which like really ticks the box for me.
That's huge.
Also, like, how fun would it be to have like a boyfriend that you could call Wood Booger?
Even though you suspect him to be the culprit behind bloody murder, you need to raise your standards, dude.
I bet it was a misunderstanding. Maybe a Bigfoot came across a human, attacked them out of fear, then just booked it because he didn't want to do hard time.
Big feet are not aware of our judicial system.
How could you possibly know that? I also read that they bury their dead, so they might bury anything they kill too.
I think I know where this is going.
Yep. The missing body in the woods. What if it didn't disappear? What if it was buried by Bigfoot? You've got to think outside the box here. And by the way, there's loads of other evidence of Bigfoot too. Get this. Miners, and we're not talking about the one that I DM,
Right.
in the 1900s reported being attacked by ape men. And in the same year, a U.S. citizen was kidnapped by a family of Bigfoot for 6 days. Plus, a man in Georgia claims to have smelled a Bigfoot.
Okay, so Bigfoot smells like shit and you still want to date him.
The real issue is whether he'd want to date me, if I'm being honest. I'm not his type. It's a known fact that big feet are actually sexually attracted to cows.
No way, I'm shutting this down. Bigfoot being sexually attracted to cows is where I draw the line.
If only I could look like a cow and get a Bigfoot.
Nope.
Oh, how about this? Maybe a Bigfoot romanced a cow, and that's how the sheep squatch was born.
The what?
The sheep squatch. It's another cryptid. White fur, big teeth, curly horns.
In what world do you expect me to believe in a sheep squatch?
How bad would you feel if you met a sheep squatch one day and it said, "You didn't believe in me? All this time I believed in you."
So are they killing people in the woods too?
Maybe this poor person the kid saw came across a sheep squatch and thought it was just a sheep.
But really it was a squatch.
A squatch in sheep's clothing.
Well, regardless of your crackpot theories, I now need to go away and forget I ever heard Bigfoot, romanced, and sheep squatch in the same sentence.
Which is probably a good place to leave it for today.
By the way, I'm saying hell no on the cryptid thing. Or the body at all for that matter. I still think this kid was lying, probably to impress his friends.
Well, I've got an idea.
Oh no.
He said it was a woman, right? I'm gonna run a check on all missing females from upstate New York around the date this kid said he saw the body.
Finally some real life investigation, now we're talking.
Thanks for joining us, friends. See you next time.
Yeah, and if you got this far, we definitely owe you 7 minutes of your life back.
Oh, things you say to all girls you meet.
Seriously?
Welcome